top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Garrett. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Garrett.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Runs through a tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got a man, it's Saunders. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Dropping back, it's Brooks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hokies will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Brings into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He breaks a tackle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Got a little space. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong, and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump there.
And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Touchdown, Hokies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. To the ground with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Power football with the run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Working that left side now.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Chugged it away just as he was hit. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He's loose down the left side. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So 3 previous red zone trips and 3 points. That's not official. They'd like to get it in the end zone this time. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings them to within 1. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through.
Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Murphy. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Finds his man. It's Boston. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy... simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, going in the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wiggins. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Firing to the right, complete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Scanning the field, it's Brooks. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They'll go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. zone looking for a receiver. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting... And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Paul.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Finds space on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Smith. Breaks into the open. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Brooks. down right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
There's the pressure. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Now they'll run the draw. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Now on 2nd down. Smith takes the handoff. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Thorne. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up the decision on 4th down. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you make those mistakes, and you get them to 3rd down. Those critical points, now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air, it's Brooks. Pulls it in, it's Overton. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Here's a heap. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They want that clock to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Clemson will send the punt team out. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a man, it's Brooks. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Leaves it with the back. Right midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! The tag! Touchdown, Clemson! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Brooks. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Tiger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this